Hello, I'm Kim Soo-yeon who will make a presentation today. I'm an instructor in the Department of Sports Industry Studies at Yonsei University. The first author is Seo Young-jae, who graduated from Yonsei University's master's degree. The corresponding author is Won Young-shin, an honorary professor at Yonsei University. The title of this study is Cases of Home Training Smart Multi-Fitness Equipment Applying to Senior Women. My research contents are as follows. So let's start by looking at the graph. As you all know, population aging is a global trend. In particular, the pace of South Korea's aging is so rapid that it cannot be found anywhere else in the world. According to a survey conducted by the National Statistical Office in Korea in 2019, the ratio of the elderly population in Korea accounted for 14.9% as of 2019, a whopping five-fold increase from 3.1% in 1970. And it is expected to increase gradually to 46.5% by 2067. Median age is the age of a person who will be in the middle when the entire population is arranged in age order. The median age was 43.7 years old in 2020, while expected 50 years old in 2031, and is expected to rise to 62.2 years old in 2070. The life expectancy is gradually increasing, but the important thing is not the life expectancy of the elderly, but the healthy life expectancy. Strategies for healthy aging are a very important core task in responding to the aging population because it can reduce socially the cost of supporting the elderly and improve the quality of life of each elderly person. Among various efforts to achieve healthy aging, the need for participation to physical activity, including physical activity, exercise, and sports among the elderly is being emphasized through various evidence of the positive correlation between healthy aging and physical activity. Numerous studies have reported that participation in physical activity in the elderly has a positive effect on physical and mental, mental health. Accordingly, countries around the world are continuing their efforts to promote sports activities for the elderly as a key measure to solve the aging problem. In this study, particular attention was paid to the elderly women who had a high need for exercise. Older women are known to be vulnerable to weakening of physical functions due to aging, but compared to older men, their exercise rate is subjective health status are rather low. The low exercise participation rate of the elderly did not create the conditions for the elderly to naturally participate in exercise together with naturally young people. And some of the reasons could be found in the lack of sports facilities for the elderly. Recently, as more and more people enjoying home training, related industries are also growing significantly. This is because the characteristics of home training that can be done conveniently regardless of time, place, and other people's gaze, and the non face to face method was recognized as an alternative suitable method due to the impact of COVID 19. This is picture of the exercise equipment used in this study. In this study, a case study was conducted by applying smart composite exercise device, which combines an exercise device developed as a full body complex exercise device with a touch screen monitor to female seniors. Through this, it was tried to confirm the possibility as an exercise device and program for home training. This study, a case study, um, through this study is expected to contribute to the development of the age-friendly industry by providing evidence for the development of exercise equipment for seniors in the future, as well as to seek ways to practice physical activity for the elderly. In this study, the research questions to be uh, clarified through the application of smart complex exercise equipment to female seniors are as follows. In this study, a pre-evaluation was performed on the participants, and after an exercise program was applied, after an exercise program was applied, post-evaluation was performed. The in-depth interview with the participants was conducted twice, once after the start of the exercise and once after all 12 weeks of participants were completed. This mixed study method was used to clarify the understanding of the research problem. The study participants' information is as follows. All of them are elderly women, 65 years of age or older, and are relatively healthy elderly people with independent daily living ability. Here are the side, front, and back views of the smart multi fitness equipment. The multifunctional complex exercise equipment can be seated chair exercise, band exercise, and bar exercise, and is designed to strengthen the body strength, flexibility, and balance, including upper and lower extremities in particular. In consideration of the characteristics of seniors, the movements are structured so that the physical elements can be improved while exercising safely. The music was composed so that you could exercise according to the background music, and the voice actor's narration was recorded so that you can easily follow the sequence of the movements. In addition, even beginners who have no knowledge of exercise can follow the exercise step by step using the smart monitor provided in front of the chair. And a small monitor has been installed so that it can be viewed from the opposite direction. The following table shows the contents of the exercise program that is mounted on the smart complex exercise equipment and can be checked through the video on the monitor. The exercise program of the Smart Complex Exercise Equipment consists of chair exercises, bar exercises, and band exercises, and consists of movements that improve upper extremity strength, lower extremity strength, upper extremity flexibility, lower extremity flexibility, and balance. For the physical fitness test, items related to this study were selected based on the senior fitness test items and the evaluation data of the Korean Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism Physical Condition Survey. In this study, in-depth one-on-one interviews were conducted with 4 research participants twice in total, and consent was obtained from the research participants in advance and recorded. For the interviews questions, both semi-structured and unstructured forms were used, and participants were allowed to freely express their experiences and opinions. The main questions and the interviews are: in order to examine the changes in the physical fitness evaluation factors before and after exercise, the mean and standard deviation were obtained and a paired sample t-test was performed. All statistical significance levels were p less than 0.05 and statistical sorry, and statistical analysis was performed using SPSS 25. In addition, the effectiveness of exercise equipment and exercise programs was presented by comparing and analyzing the healthy physical fitness standard value and the elderly fitness standard value among the national fitness standards presented in the National Physical Fitness Survey in 2019. The absolute evaluation standards for health and physical fitness is a value established through a meaning of experts and is a standard for the minimum level of physical strength necessary for maintaining health and living an active life. For qualitative research analysis, among the analysis method suggested by Spreadly, making a domain analysis, making a taxonomic analysis, and making a theme analysis were applied. The analysis results are shown in the table below. As a result, statistically significant statistically significant differences were found for lower extremity strength, upper extremity flexibility and lower extremity flexibility in both the right and left sides. Therefore, statistical significance was verified in the three physical fitness evaluation factors: lower extremity strength, upper extremity flexibility, and lower extremity flexibility. As a result of comparing the measured results with the values in the physical fitness result standard table, the change in grade was maintained or improved, and there was no decrease in grade. In addition, all other items except the balance item were improved in numerically. Next, the results of subject analysis through collective research. The study participants recognized that the smart complex exercise equipment was suitable, effective, and useful for the elderly. The applied program was evaluated as a differential program with sufficient exercise intensity and effect. In addition, although there were several improvements, it was recognized that it is suitable as an exercise equipment and exercise program for home training because it is an attractive exercise equipment that can be done alone if the correct exercise method is learned and motivation is continued. The age of the elderly woman who participated in this study was four young elderly people between 65 and 69 years old. This was because there were difficulties in recruiting study participants and conducting the study due to COVID-19. Therefore, if a follow-up study is conducted with uh, more diverse participants, it will be a meaningful study to confirm the characteristics of the elderly by age and gender. In this study, an exercise program was applied to female seniors through a smart complex exercise device using information and communication technology and enable complex upper and lower extremity exercise, and the case was analyzed. 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 First, there was a difference in health related physical fitness and function related physical fitness of female seniors, especially muscle strength and flexibility in health related fitness, and balance in function related physical fitness were improved. Second, the participants recognized that the smart complex exercise equipment and program was suitable for the elderly in that they could easily do it and exercise for its part. in particular by increasing the effect of exercise through moving chairs and spatial devices. It was recognized as a differential exercise equipment that had not been experienced before. That is, effective and exercise equipment suitable for the elderly. Third, the participants experienced the effects of recovery and improvement of physical functions through sufficient exercise through the chair band bar exercises program. First, there is the advantage of being able to watch and follow the video, but it was confirmed that correct coaching was necessary at the beginning of the exercise. However, being able to exercise freely and effectively was recognized as a very big advantage. In conclusion, it was recognized as an attractive exercise device that can be done alone enough if the motivation is continued and the correct exercise method is run. The demand for home training is increasing due to the improvement of media technology and spread of home training culture. If an education system using home training is configured to solve the supplementary points shown in this study, it is judged to be an alternative that can provide safe and correct exercise and continue to motivate. In addition, considering the current situation in which exercise equipment, considering the characteristics of seniors, is absolutely insufficient, it is expected that the result of this study can be used as a way to solve the inconvenience of age-friendly industrial projects. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you so much for listening to the end.